Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCS Challenger Europe Playoffs Day 2, as we have spawned down to the bottom right-hand corner for our next qualification match. It will be Harstem in the red, and up to the top left-hand corner, we have Liquid TLO in the blue.
Mr. Creativity himself up against the man who's it's his year every year apparently. Much like Conor McGregor.
Well, eventually, if StarCraft 2 keeps going, we'll have to call it the decade of Harstem, Todd, because that's where we're getting to.
Why don't we just call it Harstem's World and be done with it?
Harstem World? Is that a new theme park opening?
That'd be a good one for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is an interesting spot for a first expansion. The initial one was blocked off, and now he checked there, and he's like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what's going on? So he comes into the base and has a look around.
TLO even tries to hide his spawning pool a little bit. Harstem's World, man.
Yeah.
Imagine the Flaming Lips roller coaster.
The Flaming Lips roller coaster. I reckon that probably exists somewhere in the world. off the back of that band.
You like roller coasters?
I do like roller coasters. Roller coasters are great. I always feel, though, that I can't go on them because I feel like I always have stuff in my pockets when I go to a theme park.
They have like little boxes that you can put
At the
little baskets usually.
Do they?
In Korea they do. In Lotte World.
Oh, that's the one that I've been told it's really good, I thought.
Yeah.
At Ro4 World. Is it in a big tower? Is there a roller coaster in a big tower somewhere?
There is like there's the Lotte Tower next to it. I don't know if, but it's funny because it's in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
So some of the rides that go really high, you go on, and then like they have an entire view on the city around you. It's actually an insane view.
Sounds
It's a great
awesome.
theme park. I went there last time with Altosis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds
He brought
good.
his daughter.
Yeah?
And
Aria?
then we did one of the worst rides I've ever did in my life.
What was it?
Because she wanted to do it.
Oh.
It was like some sort of like mini cars and shooting at dragons, but for me it was bugged.
And she insisted Uncle Todd come on the ride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
No, I mean, I was gonna go with them because he was actually the only one on time. Everybody else was late.
Ah.
And we went on it, and then mine was bugged. Every time I was shooting at dragons, I was still stuck on a 0 score. And then Autosis kept saying, it's not my fault, you're so bad, you can't hit anything, you can't shoot anyone. I was like, oh my god, unbelievable.
That's live tilt. You just get him after the ride. Stop on the way for Harstem, all the way at the back. So a little bit difficult to spot, but the Overlord's going to get back there. And probably not be denied either. It's coming in from a great angle. And it's only a depth out right now for Harstem.
Yeah, TLO expanding forward the way it is quite interesting. Makes me wonder if he might want to play a little bit more aggressive. It's funny because out of TLO, like sometimes you see him play standard, but he's always somewhere in there gonna have, his own spice. A little bit of saffron, like a hidden ingredient, you know, in his recipe. And sometimes that's the one thing you don't expect that you get surprised by. And in this case, well, too bad. It's not gonna be a meal that you're gonna enjoy. It's gonna be a loss. Sometimes if you're going to misread that one thing.
He's already starting his creep spread quite aggressively through the middle of the map. Spore Crawlers are about to finish up for these Oracles. There's only one Queen down here, so in conjunction with that Spore, needs to get something done. Some shots.
You know what I can't wait for? Sequencer.
Sequencer. Oh, God. I can't believe. Imagine if Harstem goes through this series and has a road of Zergs and they end up on Sequencer every single series.
And he wins every time with the 4 team in this game. Yeah.
We're going to be here until 3 a.m. Twilight Council behind it.
Hey, I'm fine with that. UFC main card tonight starts at 4 a.m. So.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not fine with that. I need to fly home tomorrow.
Yeah, so what? No sleep. Team no sleep.
No, not Team No Sleep.
At depth actually gets surrounded. And that's going to be a Nexus potentially falling behind this if he targets. Let's see. Oracles are going to have to come back and defend. And then Lynx can just run away after Oracles have toggled their attack here. Nicely done by TLO.
This creep from TLO is starting to get a little bit menacing. It's 5 minutes into the game and it's already breaching the halfway mark.
What a creative run by. What a specimen.
It's beautiful, but actually, how many workers does he have? 54. With the Hydras and Lings, potentially, we could see him get super aggressive onto that third base.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Harstem. I have some trouble against this when he faced the laser earlier. I think that was Blood Boil in particular, where he just kind of fell apart, landed a couple first force field storms that whiffed, and then died in the next wave. And in this case, he might not even get there if TLO chooses to attack before. Like I said, that third base forward, look at the creep spread as well.
Yup.
Imagine how fast those Hydralisks are going to get across the map. He starts walking on these rocks here.
Yup.
Which for once are not debris or cooling tower
Just
or
rocks.
ice. Just rocks.
Just
yeah.
rocks.
That'd be a sick game, actually. Rocks, ice, debris, cooling tower.
I think you could...
What beats what?
Down here on the Abyssal Reef, you could change this one to coral. Just a reef, a coral here, instead of rocks. Why not?
Then the last one is that bulldozer, it beats everything.
Yeah. All right, so 7 Hydras about to
Oh,
pop.
wow, okay. Harstem's going Phoenixes. Yeah, he's getting a second one, so it's not like... Oh, he just, oh no, he just came out, maybe.
I'm kind of worried for him.
But he's going Robo Bay. So I'm not sure if he has identified that he's going to be hit by aggression. He's like, okay, I don't have time for Storm. I need to go Robo Bay. But in this case, there are not that many pylons on that third base, and it's going to be exposed as Zenster is watching over that pylon dying.
Yeah, he is. Those things almost got themselves an Immortal down here as well. Gets one of the Oracles killed off. This Immortal, if he focus it down with the Hydralisk, that'd be a fantastic move. Let's get on with the Lings, gets it as well. And here, TLO is making this very aggressive first expansion creep spread Ling Hydra play look great against this.
Yeah, the creep spread is almost there here across the map. This Hydralisk got there super fast, even before Muscular Augment even finished. And I think this is going to be it here. After you lose so many probes, it's almost unrecoverable. And it doesn't even look like Harstem's going to be able to hold this one attack.
No, it doesn't look like it. Sentry and Depth at the back trying to hold on, but there you go, GG. Game 1 goes to TLO. That was a great little build. I mean...
You know what the crazy thing is? TLO was relying entirely on Harstem doing exactly what he did, going straight for charge. Like he did his studies, because if Harstem had gone for Adepts and Glaives, it crushes this. There was no Banelings. It was just Ling Hydras.
Yeah, true.
So I think, I guess if you open like TLO did and then you see Adepts and Glaives, you see it a little bit late, you still can just kind of sit back and then adapt, right? And go into something else. But in this case, it's just a brilliant attack, and he's most certainly done his research, and Harstem will have to play a whole lot better than this if he wants to be able to go to Valencia here as one of our qualified players straight for the round of 32.
I think one thing that was, for me, that was slightly surprising is how Harstem reacted to seeing expansion out that far, knowing that the creep spread was being quite aggressive, etc. It all lent itself to TLO just trying to hit something very quick and try and finish it there and then. But I suppose it's difficult for Protoss to kind of deviate from some of the paths that you kind of already have preset in your mind.
Well, there are indicators that you can look out for, right? Like that first base that's taken in that position, that's already one of the things that's going to make this kind of attack that much faster, because you can start creep spreading from there. Like you can, it's almost in the middle of the map, that base, that first base that TLO took. So, like obviously I praised this creep spread, but this creep spread started very far forward. That's more encouraging for him to do aggression, and that's one thing that you need to keep in mind as Protoss when you scout that there might be aggression coming out of this. And then behind that, you might need to go the extra mile with the scouting, you know, with an observer across the map, with your air units, with hallucinated Phoenixes. You need to see if the opponent's making units early enough, how many gases he's taking. And then you can know if he's going to be aggressive. If you know he's going to be aggressive, you make a ton of pylons on that third base. Because he had a lot of energy. That Mothership Core died with almost 100 energy. That's like almost silly at this level. It shouldn't happen.
One of the pylons died very early in that fight as well. I mean, can you try and zone out somehow to keep them away from those pylons that early?
Hardly, right? You need a lot of sentries, and he wasn't going to that. He was going straight into charge. Like again, like this is a case of TLO had hit a couple seconds later, 20, 30 seconds later, then it becomes that much harder for him to make that happen and make it work. But Harstem wasn't ready, and he paid the price.
Well, guess where we are for game 2? It's going to be Sequencer. So let's jump in as we have spawning onto the top right. It's going to be TLO in the blue, and down to the bottom left, we have Harstem in the red. Calling it now. Let's get a TLO Nidus. Doesn't want to go late game.
I don't know, man. To be fair, like TLO will almost certainly have watched Harstem's previous series. I can see Laser where you just built the unbeatable army, let's just say it.
Yeah.
And had some success with it. So then from there you can draw your own conclusions. So Dario sometimes can get overly fancy, and he might be like, oh my, I'm just going to make like split the map, get this army, lose it, remax on 50 meters. Well, sure, like you can try to do that, but in reality, like, you know, as soon as you start being in trouble, that plan is going to be all forgotten about, and you're going to go back to basics and trying to stay alive in a game like this. So something aggressive could be nice, but at the same time, Harstem, just in general, is so good that if he sees what aggression you're going to go into, unless it's a very strong timing like we saw last game, it's not going to have a very high chance of success, I think.
Good attempt at a block here by Harstem on that third base. Drone just leaves. He's going to go maybe to the pocket. Oh, no. Where's he going? Oh, he's going to loop back. I'm not sure where he's going now. But the probe is still following this drone, so actually it was going into the main base to see what was going on in terms of gas, etc. Or not. What is going on with these scouts? But it's fine. It'll finish up. Harstem walling off. Pylon in the main base. Probably going to be a Stargate coming out from him again.
Yeah, it's his go-to.
Yeah.
Stargates, Oracles, 2 of them, then 1 Phoenix or 1 Void Ray to clear out some Overlords nearby. And then Storm, a lot of the time, is what he goes into, but last game it looked like he was going to go into Disruptor instead. Or maybe Colossus, I don't know. Because he got the Robo Bay. Actually, this is interesting. Usually when you want to go Colossus or Disruptor, you'd play with Blink, right? But now he was going Charge. So that makes me even more curious. Unless there is some sort of, you know, crazy War Prism speeds build with Charge loads, where like you're going to High Templars later.
Yeah.
Which definitely would have been like a little bit more of a build or loss if that's what he wanted to go into. But you can't get overly fancy against TLO. He's the one doing the fancy things.
These Lings could get over there before a full wall is complete.
Well, there's an Adept already and Zealot on the way now, so he should be fine. Actually cancels the Zealot. That was a mistake, apparently.
Oh, he's dropping them in. He's getting 10 more Lings.
He's gonna drop up there and run into the main because there's no wall. Harstem's about to check it, but Link's are already there and Speed's about to finish.
Yeah.
And Mothership Core hasn't started yet. And Oracle's about to come out, but if you have to defend Links, usually that's gonna mean trouble. The wall is not filled. When Adept's about to come again, TLO with the beautiful surround.
The Oracle's gonna have to start shooting at things here. Lings are just gonna attack
Where's
from every
Mothership
single
Core?
angle.
Get that Mothership Core.
I don't know. But Lings really just want to help that Adept get killed off. Whoop. Gate is not done just yet.
Yeah, perfect wall, yeah. Harstem's done with this.
Yeah. Don't want none of this, right?
That was not the biggest investment by TLO, and look at how much it did.
It's done alright for itself. These Lings are a bit indecisive about where they want to go.
If TLO is able to drone up only from there, like he's going to be in a good position, I think. If he gets a couple of pubs as well, gets 1 now.
Can he get more?
And he's keeping him busy.
Phoenix at least finds one of the Overlords that was during the drop-in.
Yeah. While Harstem's busy macroing on his side of the map, he's not using his Oracle across from it, which actually doesn't have that much energy either.
No, it's in a bit of a desperate spot at the moment. So Link's still running around in the main, having a look about things. Sees another Oracle in production.
Hey, TLO, that was great here. Look at Harstem trying to break out of his wall.
Why didn't you break the rocks down?
I mean, you ever seen Adept attacking a debris?
Yeah,
for like 15 minutes and still has hit points?
Yeah.
Not the best units at taking out those. I would rather have Links.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not.
Twilight Council on the way behind it all as well for Harstem. As he will get his third base up and running. Lings might block though. Oh, it's a bit of a shame there for Harstem.
That Phoenix? What? He lost the Phoenix.
Where was it?
On the third base. Like there was a spore.
Oh.
He just kind of flew there. I don't know what's going on with Harstem, but he's perhaps not feeling it as much as he should be here. I mean, it's a different day, right? Like all the previous games that they played were yesterday, and to be fair, Harstem, you know, he may be in a lower bracket, but he had some pretty good ones. He barely lost against the Laser. That was a 2 and 3. But today so far hasn't been looking like his former self, I think, at all.
There could be definitely assault onto this third base. Baneling's morphing in, so if he wants to go for Banelings as well, he could do that. The 2 photon overcharges should be enough with those Adepts to stop that.
Yeah, I don't think TLO particularly wants to attack there. It's nice to see TLO going back to basics and playing more with an adept style. War Prism on the way now. And we don't have any sort of Robo Bay this time around, at least just yet. And with the amount of additional gateways that he's getting, Harstem could be getting aggressive for sure. With Charles lost across the map. Looking to try and do some attacks.
Link's not doing much at the front. Walking in an Overlord Cocoon, so he's going to try and drop again his TLO. With Banelings.
What does Harstem drop? Charge lots, alright. He's going to keep the adepts at home. Starts the Forge as well.
This is getting a bit tricky.
And Templar Archive now goes down.
Wait, he doesn't have... He doesn't have numerous carapace, so he's going to lift them in and then just try and have them walk in.
I mean, I think he's going to attack the third base at the same time to try and have Harstem look away. Look, this is in the blind spot, by the way, of Harstem.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Okay, Lynx are on the third base. They're the bait.
You never expect
there where
Harstem from there.
He's going to want to be looking. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, you're never expecting Banelings from there because of that blind spot, as you were saying.
Creativity.
It's so good.
And now Zelos in the main are going to move in for TLO. The Warp Prism is being targeted on by Quint. He needs to save that for a next warp in. But there are Banelings there. Split are not there. And that's going to be an easy cleanup here. Oracles try to rejoin that location, but they will get there too late.
I feel like something just happened to my sound, and I'm not sure what. It's very quiet.
Yeah, it's very low.
I don't know what happened. Maybe I pressed something.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything you can press that will lower the volume like...
On my mouse. Yeah, it was very strange, and I'm not sure what I've done. Oh well.
Shouldn't be anything the production can't deal with.
Yeah, well, I'm looking a bit.
Storm now on the way, additional Phoenixes. And Harstem, this really hasn't done much, but TLO did stay on the lower walker counts because he was making more and more units here to try and be aggressive with. Harstem has caught back up on the walker count very nicely for somebody who lost like as many probes as he did to the earlier drop. It's almost matching up that drone count. As TLO is only making units, Lurker then starts. All right.
Okay.
The next mind game is basically making everything look normal, playing Link Bane Hydra, but then putting in or bringing in a bunch of surprise lurkers to siege that base.
TLO is trying to hit the smallest of windows before Storm is finished.
Even the lurker then, look at where it is. The Hydra then is on the natural of TLO. It's even harder to spot. A little bit surprised that he's attacking here, but he gets some more probes.
The Banelings got in there and killed off 10, yeah, but they wanted the High Templars and didn't quite get to them.
Yeah, look at the natural base of TLO. That's what the lurker then is. Like, how are you supposed to see this? There's a bunch of overlords blocking the view in the skies.
This fight's still going on in the mid.
Yeah, these Hydras who are very ambitious.
They're still going. Whoop, Storm 1, Storm 2. Should be able to save that Immortal.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Nice snipe. TLO is somehow putting on some pressure with just a couple basics, Banelings, Lynx, and Hydralisks.
Keeping him down.
Harstem. It almost feels like he's fighting a little bit too much. He's landing some good storms, sure.
Ooh, but that was a good split, likewise, considering that there was a storm there.
He lost all of his Immortals, though.
Oh, High Templars going to be getting picked off here by Lings at the front. He's losing a lot here. This could just be it.
I cannot believe that TLO is going for lurkers and he's somehow killing Harstem before he even reaches that.
Yeah, that's crazy. GG.
He morphs through in the middle of the fight.
2-0 for TLO. He's one game away from qualifying for Valencia.
The Zerg prophecy, man.
The Zerg prophecy. Actually, if he wins, I think it's ZVZs all the way down, right?
Yeah. And 8 Zergs in 2 Challenger out of the 8 players.
Yeah. Europe becoming Australia of 2013. That's how it was. Not so much anymore. What are these memes you keep clicking on?
I don't know. Somebody tweeted some memes at me.
I've seen them twice and I'm like, what is it? What does it even mean?
No, it's just like, you know.
Is that first picture really Nathanias?
Yeah. Photoshop, but.
Oh, okay.
He's adjusting his style, looking at a Protoss, and then Battlecruiser comes out and he's like, ah.
These are some weird memes.
Neeb looking kind of, you know, neutral with the Terran logo. And with a big smile with a disruptor.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just some basic memes.
Some basic memes. Well, if you had to if you had to rate these memes, what would you give them?
I rate 8 out of 8.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So, Ascension to Ire is going to be game number 3. And TLO, with his bag of tricks, could just do anything at this point. He's 2 games up. Next 2 games, he could just throw anything his opponent's way.
Yeah. Like, he might be getting overly fancy. That's one thing that's happened with TLO in the past. But at this point, I really feel like Harstem might be a little bit out of it today.
Yeah.
Which might sound harsh, but, I mean, we're here for that, right? Like, I just want to be entirely honest with you guys here. A Phoenix is not supposed to fly across the map and then fly into a spore on the 3rd base and then just die. Like this is not the level here that we're at. So I don't know what's going on, but Harstem is not having his best day.
Oh yeah, I need to move. There we go. And why do they keep giving me host?
I don't know. You're the man.
Harstem race, and then he should be good. Seems like he's just taking a moment or 2 to contemplate here, because he's not switching race and not ready just yet. And I can understand it after those 2 losses. You know, TLO kind of blindsided him in game 1, game 2.
Yeah. TLO's a lot of games. Oh my God.
We're going. Oh, I didn't check if I'd messed up my sound in any way.
TLO has 607 games.
Yeah, I went down 20%. How did I do that?
What?
I went down 20% volume. I don't know how.
That's your own mouse that you brought, right?
Yes, and I've never...
Yes, so you tell me.
I've never pressed anything on it that has reduced the sound.
Well, there you go.
Until
it's developing new powers.
It is, yeah. It's a mouse that, as time goes on, it becomes stronger.
Yeah. It's the evolution of the cat eyes mouse.
And you know what now? I think I've crashed my game.
No.
Can I get back into the game, please? Oh, no, I'm in. We would have been subjected to Todd observing then.
So, what's wrong with that?
I mean, we would have had the delight of Todd observing then. Let's get into game number 3, as we have... That's the wrong score. There we go. Ascension to Ire are going to be our next map. Up to the top left, it's going to be TLO, 1 game away from qualifying for Valencia. And getting those sun loungers at the pool on vacation in Spain. And down at the bottom right, we do have Harstem in the red as our Protoss.
You ever saw that photo of TLO at like a barbecue?
With his shirt off, drinking a beer with a beard?
Yeah.
I have.
That's what I picture it would look like in Valencia.
Yeah. Well, there's no beard.
Well, there is.
Kinda. Yeah.
It's kind of like a weak beard, like kind of like yours. Like, you know, Iagus didn't rate it very high.
Yeah, of course, yeah. He rated TLO's previous beard highly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
The scruffier it
exactly.
is.
The more dwarf-like it is, the better. The more Tolkien-inspired.
You know what to do. Grow up like a thick, long beard and long hair.
Yeah. Oh my God. TLO. Expansion and expansion. And he's gotten away with it for now versus Harstem.
Harstem looks like he's not at least fully tilting. Definitely could have seen something like a cannon rush, which is still viable, but can be also quite risky. Especially against Mr. Creativity himself. You don't want to enable him any more than he already does.
No. Don't give him anything. Keep it as normal
as possible. It's like Bly, right? Like, if Bly ever hatches first, don't cannon rush him, because you're almost certainly going to die to his all-in.
And he'll almost certainly just randomly have a hatch in your main down here. And you're like, how? That used to be a good old Bly special. Now, Stargate on the way. Against all of this. It's interesting where he always puts his spawning pool. Right in the back of the mineral lines, just down here somewhere.
Yeah, maybe like sometimes you can put your additional tech buildings next to that and kind of like have them wall off one another.
Yeah.
So there's never going to be Zealots getting like a full surround on all of them, and then if you have to make some static defense eventually, you'll make it close to that too.
Yes, it's a good point. Keeps things nice and protected. Currently boosting out a unit, and it will be an Adept. just realized we didn't have the WCS overlay on, but we didn't make the lobby, so it's fine.
We're good, we're good.
Yeah, I can keep an eye on things. Plenty of lings out already to kind of stop any extra depth that would come out in the middle of the map, with speed on the way. This Overlord's having a look around and didn't necessarily spot the Stargate just yet, but it'll probably end up going back to that mineral line, and even by that time, the Oracle will probably cross its path.
These are two of the players that definitely could use some WCS points as well. Harstem in 22nd place currently. The WCS Circuit rankings, TLO 36th place. They've already banked themselves at least 60 points from this. Could be up to 100 if they can manage to win.
Yeah.
So beat one another, then Nurture, then Cyril. Which in Harstem's case would bring him quite a bit higher. He would be at 440. So it'd be ranked 17 instead of 22nd. So climbing up the ladder. Definitely should be aiming to try and do that here, if you can.
Yeah.
Because WCS points going to start becoming more and more important as more events passes by.
Yeah, definitely. TLO is always one of those guys at the start of each year. Has a really good run. It gets a lot of WCS points banked up. But then as the year progresses, it kind of slows down a little bit for him. It's kind of been a bit of a curse of his, I feel, when I watched the previous WCS.
I mean, so far he hasn't banked much at all.
No. So maybe it works in reverse this time.
Hey, it would be nice to peak at the right time towards the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
And, like catch back up and then break into that top 8.
Yeah.
You can. I'd love to see TLO at BlizzCon.
It'd be great, wouldn't it, actually?
Or the Global Finals.
Ever the character.
Bring on the creativity.
A Oracle just died to a Queen.
I mean...
It's not going well in Harstem World.
We've seen this, like...
The roller coaster's broken down in Harstem World.
Yeah. I'm picturing Final Destination already.
Oh no,
all
not
that
again.
jazz.
This is a lot of links to hit this third base. There's 2 pylons. He could negate that pylon position at the back of the mineral line, though, if he was to go around.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on with Harstem. Maybe it's too hot where he is.
Maybe it's too hot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I remember, like, some of the worst Warcraft series I've ever played was when it was too hot.
Oh, Toddy has no pylon on the left-hand side of his main base.
And the gateways, they're not close to finishing charge neither. If this hits just before, I think TLO can start buying some sunglasses and sunscreen as well.
The fact that he keeps pressuring this third base as well, and Harstem's got to be like, yeah, I'm doing good. Oh,
yeah.
The Phoenix finds the Overlord on the left-hand side. Now comes the Nidus Worm.
Yeah, does he have the units though? I'm not
sure.
He
hasn't moved anything.
Yeah, he needs to start pylons.
Yeah, he realizes.
Alright, they're kind of far.
Yeah, they're pretty far.
And he wipes in High Templars. That's good to feed back the Queens. But no, okay, he goes straight for an Archon.
Hardly any energy. And now these roaches are going to be zoning out. He's going to have more reinforcements through.
He's going to have only 1 overcharge.
And these pylons aren't going to be finished. The 1 might be. But where's the Mothership core? It's not even here yet. Focus down the pylon, he's going to get it. Phone overcharge been used behind those gateways. Oh,
that was the last one. I think Harstem was worried Lynx would run into his third base as you left it. So he overcharged 1 last time before coming here.
Yeah.
So that means only 1 overcharge for the main. That's about to run out. And I think with it, Harstem's chance here in this series.
Probes have been pulled off the line to battle against this. He needs to kill as many units off as possible. That 1 Immortal at the top has been doing great work here. And he might be able to push this away, but more roaches coming on through. Where are the extra links? He made like 16 of them.
So many probes have already died.
Yeah, they have. Lots of damage been done. 26, and also he's losing the majority of his units here. This Queen does have energy for a transfuse for these roaches, and more units are going to end up funneling through. Another Immortal is here. He's mostly some Ravagers as well. Gonna get out.
Evacuate.
Imagine if you put a Nidus up towards the top. Just kind of, yep, there we go.
Yeah, and Chris ready in the main base. These gateways aren't powered. Start the pylon fast. Repower them.
Oh no. Yeah, he can't even get Storm at the moment. I mean, that's the least of his worries.
Yeah. But repowering those gates.
At least he realizes. At least he realizes that this is going to be the next focus of attack. But another Nidus Worm could go up whilst he's positioning here, and he could just go back into the main again.
Delos are still fighting here on the natural base. 2 Immortals are up, and there's a Prism. So I think on the ground for now, Harstem is going to stabilize and stay alive. But there is a 6 gas income for Zerg. And he's going for Spire.
Yeah, that's Spire.
The anti-air units right now for Harstem, 1 Archon.
Yeah.
And 1 Phoenix.
1 Phoenix, which is currently more preoccupied with killing off overlords. So where's the Spire? Has it been scouted? Nope, not at all. Back at the back of the natural.
Harstem is still like super scared. He's just kind of sitting back there, thinking he's going to get attacked by another wave of Nidus here.
It's got to be a tilter, right?
Yeah, TLO has different plans.
Observer's keeping an eye on these roaches moving around. 7 Mutalisks on the way.
Harstem needs to resaturate quite badly the gases in his main base to get more Archons. And maybe starts getting Stalkers or something, or even Phoenixes.
If the Mutalisks swing down to the main base, every probe will die, and there's no anti-air there. Don't go to the third, the mothership core's there. Even just send a link forwards or something to spot that the mothership core was there. I think he already did, actually. Clearing up the creep as well up here. All these roaches are being annoying.
Prism headed for the main base by Harstem. Still gonna try to make something happen himself.
Roaches trading off against Zealots. Any unit he can get is good. Doesn't want to get caught by these units, though.
And Muta's gonna head straight for the main.
He's gonna show them by running where he is. But now, how do they react? How do they really react? There's nothing in the main at all, Todd.
I think Harstem used all of his gateways, by the way, to warp in, so he can't even warp in the main base. Starts with Phoenix. The one with the third base is still AFK doing nothing.
Maybe the warp in. Oh, the warp prism died in the main. Oh no! Photon overcharges in the main base as well, trying to keep some of these probes alive. Here comes the Phoenix, trying to get the mothership core. Oh. This is just a harassment move, though.
Yeah.
Because he's going to follow up with Ling Hydra and cripple everything.
And I think what those Mutas do is that they trigger an attack from Harstem, who's like, all right, he's going Mutas, I have to attack, otherwise I'm just going to die. And guess what? On the ground, TLO has been making a lot of Hydralisks here, looking to try and clean up. Harstem sees this army, chooses to engage anyway.
Once those Zealots die, I think the Hydralisks are going to have a good time. There's 10 more Hydralisks about to pop. Harstem can't make this work with the Immortals, and now they're caught in no man's land. Ooh. We'll push this back, but there's going to be 10 extra Hydras about to pop. Now they're on creep.
Go home with this. I don't know why he's overextending, even though he's got more units coming in. Look at these overlords. Oh, he's going to find them. Christmas.
Not bad, not bad. Or even supply blocking, though. And they're running to the safety of the Hydras. Okay, the army supply of Hydra.
Oh, the Immortals.
Is big.
Look at him. Moonwalking back here to that crib.
He's making another Nidus in the main base. What's going to be in it?
That one was spotted.
He's trying to warp in.
Everything's going to be in it. Banelings.
They're going to filter through onto that mineral line now. It's the Banelings they want to... Oh, they went back through. The Banelings were like, nah, let's not.
Out and then back in. Harstem's still alive here.
He is still alive.
He's a survivor. But now there are a lot of Hydras and Banelings he needs to worry about. And it's TLO saturated on 4 bases.
It's against mostly Zealots, is the scary part.
Where are the splits at?
Stasis Ward.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Get some more as well. Even better.
One Baneling triggered that Stasis Ward. Oh no, there's 2 more actually in the front. Those Banelings rolling on through and killing off a lot of those Zealots already. Here come more. Zealots on the right-hand side, warp in, trying to get a good position here. Going to pick up some of these Hydralisks.
Oh, this Baneling's going to unfreeze. He's still inside of his units, but TLO is chased away. Oh, the Banelings. Oh my god, if you went for probes.
Oh yeah. These 2 Immortals are so close to death.
And Harstem's on the chase here with the Zealots.
These 2 Immortals, one of them has 25 kills and one of them has 18. The other one has 13. Immortals are good.
Players, the 3 Musketeers.
The three Immortal Musketeers, man.
Except instead of tiny swords, they got giant cannons on both arms.
I think the 3 Musketeers would have done much better about their adventures if they had cannons.
Oh, they already did pretty good, didn't they?
They did do good with swords alone.
Which Musketeer is your favorite?
The 3rd one.
What's his name?
I don't know.
It's the most popular, like D'Artagnan.
Is that the name? I can't remember. I feel uncultured for not knowing the names, actually.
To be fair, is it your culture?
No, not at all. But it's a heavily used term, I suppose.
Yeah.
Three Musketeers. It's a famous thing. Look at that.
Hydra was having a 1v1 with the Stalker down there.
Yeah, where?
Bottom.
Here.
The Stalker won.
Good job, Stalker.
Must have been injured or something.
Doesn't even have +1 weapons yet, though, for his ground, does Harstem.
Yeah. To be fair, he should be happy he's still alive.
I feel like Harstem
That
has been
observer.
attacked 10 times.
Yeah, that Observer, by the way, is so sick. Sees everything coming and from one angle, and then he can get ready. Storm's on the way. He needs sentries. Yeah, okay. He gets one. That's not enough. He needs to buy time, I think. Look at Storm.
Ooh.
Just cancel that fourth base. Also, like, I don't think Harstem can defend it. He needs Storm so badly here right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a big attack.
That Zero counter-attack, by the way, very scary here towards the natural.
Oh, those
And that was Stalker, the one that beat Hydra. He's on the fourth base.
Oh, well done, boy. What? 6 kills.
What in the world?
This could be a recovery here for Harstem. I feel like he's been attacked over and over and over, but he is holding on. Lurkers are morphing in now.
And Storm's gonna finish.
Oh, he got himself an Oracle.
That one Stalker got even more kills. So sick. Finally gets sniped. And Storm is now done. If those Storms land big time here, we might finally have Harstem opening up the door. He catches the Lurkers!
Oh, they're expensive!
He gets one instantly, and he's gonna be able to chase down the others. And I think TLO's gonna counter-attack. What?
Was the Lurker a ruse? This one's
He's a
gonna die.
decoy.
This one died as well. Big attack coming in. He wants to kill that pylon off if he can. Bailey's just gonna roll in, get himself a sentry. This is happening. This is happening right now. Changelings want to get in as well.
It is happening.
That's true. Sick commentary. He's just gonna attack everywhere. He's gonna try and just bring down everything.
Oh, there's Changelings blocking!
Yeah.
Look at this! Oh my god, TLO is big puppy. And Harstem's not realizing for the longest time.
No!
That Nexus is gonna die.
Oh my god! Oh, TLO 3-0! I can't
Oh, that
believe
block was insane.
the Changeling force fields. What are you gonna do when your own units wall off you?
You're
They
gonna
weren't there
tap out
Yeah, I
and
suppose.
get out of the game.
Wow, congratulations. That makes it 4-4 Zerg. TLO advances to WCS Valencia. And you know what? He's got to be happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. He advanced in fashion as well. That series was really impressive here. Out of him, he's going to bag himself more WCS points and he's still alive. He will face Nurture up next and it's all Zerg from here onwards.
Yes.
TLO against Nurture and then the winner against Cyril with a 1-map lead. It's going to be the plan.
It will be 2 best-of-3s and then 1 best-of-5 to round things out here for today. Get ready for Zergland. It's a new theme park that's opened over where Harstem's theme park was. And we are going to go to a short break. When we are back, it will be more WCS Challenger Europe coming your way.
Let's end this thing once and for all.